So let me just start off by sharing this quote. In God we trust, all others bring data. Today's video is actually very important, especially if you're a new entrepreneur working in the online space. I'm going to be sharing an SOP for Instagram DM lead tracking. And the reason why this is so important and data, because most entrepreneurs, you don't know what the hell is going on inside our businesses. We're not following up with prospects after even the first or second attempt we quit. We find new people. We forget to even respond to potential clients who may have been interested, which slips through the cracks, and we are burnt out chasing clients, new ones, each and every day. If this is you, in this video, I'm going to be sharing an Instagram feature that a lot of you guys are not using, but every beginner should be using. And this is completely free. You only need two things. You're going to be needing an Instagram business or creator account or Google Sheets. And let's just get right into it. So step one in this process is going to be setting up, if you haven't already, a business Instagram account. If you already are still stuck on your personal account, I highly recommend to get on it right now. I'm going to be just pulling up my screen real quick. I mean, this is the first thing you should have done, is having a business Instagram account anyways. So let me help you right now. First thing is, when you're in your account, I created a new one. You're going to click the top right corner, what has like the three lines. And then you're going to be scrolling all the way down to account type and tools for professionals. And then under account type, you're going to be heading to switch to professional account. So switch to a free professional account. You're going to get all these tools and access to it. Highly recommend. Right now I'm going to just do anything real quick. Entrepreneur. Press OK. And then you can either do creator or business, depending on you. But I'm going to hit on business. And then there we go. So I'm not going to use my contact info. I'm going to skip for now, but you should be setting this up if you already have your personal account. And yeah, I have it right now. What you can do is you're going to go to your messages so you can see. And I'm going to be heading to step 2. We're going to categorize and label leads real quick. Let's break this down. Here is the categories. There's 3 dots you click on, and then you're going to go to edit label. Here's a few things. We can use actually these features that Instagram provides as a CRM tool. And while these labels cannot be customized, or we cannot put it in a different type of order, what this system allows us to do is to be able to categorize and filter prospects at different stages in this sales funnel. So if you're using Instagram as your main outreach system or your main channel to find and book calls, then this is actually a plus. So this is what I would do. As you can see, there's flag, booked, lead, ordered, paid, or shipped. They all have their different types of colors. So orange is flagged, so if I use that, it looks just like that on the corner. And then booked is, I believe, like red. And then leads is purple. There's blue for blue is for shipped. So blue. And then follow up warm, I have that as ordered. So ordered is also orange, but it's different. And then for paid, it's green as a closed deal. So it's going to make sense as I explain it real quick. But now going to this, going to this right now, this is what we all should be doing. So if you're doing outreach, we will first flag all inbound ads, organic and outbound leads, so DM outreach. We're going to just flag each one with that first response. Here, let's put that down in order right here. And if they respond, they're categorized as a lead. And we're going to go down. Here's the lead right now. So if they do respond, we're going to put them to lead. And the lead is positive reply. If they respond positively, the prospect who meets the criteria, example, if an agency owner or coach making over 5K responded to your first message. So from here, If they responded, we're going to mark them as a lead, which is going to be purple as a positive reply. Now, next, we're going to have the follow-up system, and this is going to be order. I'm going to go back to booking later, but next is follow-up. So they responded to your message. Now, let's say, for instance, you're sending them a lead magnet, and let's say it's a free training via Loom video, right? It could be whatever, but right now, we're just what I've used. So we're going to label order as the follow-up mechanism. So for those that are in the positive responses, as once they get a Loom video, Loom sent, we can label them as order, and this is just leads who received the Loom but have not booked a call. Okay. Now next is the call offered. So this is leads who agreed on a call but haven't booked. So they agreed, they haven't booked themselves, but you followed up with them and they said, okay, yeah, I'm ready. This is when you send your Calendly link, whatever type of lead form that you do have. And this right here is, we're going to categorize that as shipped. Okay. Now for booked call, we're going to just label it as booked call. Okay. So leads who have scheduled a call from once you send them your calendar, and then paid is going to be paid or closed deal. Leads who became a paying client. So I know right now it's kind of, we're not able to do as much with it, but you know what? It's going to make sense once I show you how to use it. Okay, so let's scroll down real quick. So let's say now you have questions. Let's say you're a beginner, and for lead qualification, how to even find your ideal target audience. If you have those types of questions where you're not even finding or you don't know how to find, I would highly recommend just to watch a YouTube video that I created about how to automate your outreach system step by step. It also provides a tutorial on how to scrape, how to target your ideal clients. So just watch that video. Next is how to qualify them. So if you're trying to, so let's say you found people that are in, let's say you're a fitness coach, or if you're an agency targeting fitness coaches and you found fitness coaches, how to qualify them. Is it via VSL? Is it in the DMs, an application that you put on your bio, or just on the call? And this is very subjective because all of them do work, but I guess if you're a complete beginner, you're trying to create as less of a friction as possible for these types of people. And once you start getting a lot of appointments, a lot of sales coming in, then that's when you're able to like really qualify and filter out your leads, because that's when time is a bottleneck for you. But for right now, if you're having barely 3 to 5 clients or not even any clients at all, time is your friend. So I would take as much calls as possible. What I would do is actually just in your Calendly link, if you have a Calendly, I would just place qualifying questions in your Calendly link. So for instance, if I just open up my account real quick, I would have about maybe 3 to 5 questions. And these are more of when you do have a call, you're not starting from scratch. So for a few things that you can say is, here, let me just pull it up real quick. Say 130. I'm not going to be actually booking, but you know, what they sell, what's their biggest pain point, and maybe a financial question, what's their monthly revenue. But that should be it. And yeah, that's how I would be doing things as a complete beginner. But again, it's completely subjective. But yeah, that's how I would qualify it even more once you find their target audience. And you can find more in the discovery call. But right now, it's you're trying to get appointments into your calendar. So the first message, very important. I created a lot of videos. So if you are struggling with that first message, just watch a few of my videos. I go through the steps and break it down how I would frame the message. But honestly, you have to basically think about how would you respond, or how would you want a message to be? How would you respond to yourself? What I've seen work after sending thousands of DMs to people and knowing what works and what not, in what way. There's 2 types of approaches. There is a direct and free value offer, and there is an indirect type of response that you can say. So being direct and offering free value, this is what I would technically do. So let's say you have any type of free training or free lead magnet, and you pitch them on, or your director said, hey, I have, if they're your ideal audience and you have something that is a pain point to them, then, and you put it and frame it in a way where, hey, it's a free training and you're not selling a call, it's more likely to get a response. So let's say you have a Loom video sales training that you want to, you said, hey, I have this system that can book you 3 to 5 calls. Would you be interested in that? Here, I have a Loom training completely for free. Something like that. I'm just going off the whim right now, but it would definitely have more, more likely than just, hey, I can help you get appointments, want to book a call, or, is that worth a quick chat? Just from my experience. Then secondly, it's just an indirect question to start a convo. This will be definitely a higher reply rate for sure because you're not being direct in the beginning. So if, let's say, you're a real estate agent, or you're trying to search, or real estate agents is your target audience, you could say, hey, so and so, are you more residential or commercial properties are you focusing on, or something like that, along the lines. If you're like, let's say, if you're targeting fitness coaches or whatnot, hey, so and so, an indirect question could be like, do you sell a muscle building program? Something like that. So definitely those are the two types of things. What I've noticed is that I think so this poses a higher reply rate, but this actually, if you provide a free value up front, long term it provides, I believe, better conversions over time. So totally on you. It's very subjective. But again, the first message is just, it's 4 out of 10. There's other things that are involved, if how optimizes your profile, if you don't look like a scammer, if you have content out, or you have a nurturing sequence. So just letting you know that. Things not to do is sell on the first message. Nope. I mean, I don't have to explain that. You guys probably been sold all the time on the DMs and not responded. Next is sending a link in the first message. The algorithm can track and see who is providing links. They just don't want any malicious things going on. Yeah, just don't do it. Next is sending a vague message such as hi, or hi name, or nice pictures. I don't respond to that. I'm probably certain that you guys get 20 of those a day. So just don't be like everyone else. Be original, be unique, have different types of angles. Okay? And then, of course, avoid using types of slander or vulgar languages. So those are the no-goes of what to do when it comes to your responsive. But again, the 3 things is, your first message will hit harder if you have an offer, if you have and are targeting your ideal clients, and of course if your profile and everything else is optimized. So moving on, step number 4 is Google Sheet for lead tracking. So I created a lead tracking sheet that goes over a few things, and here are the things that we will be focusing on. We're going to be gathering their name, the date, the follow-ups, and then on their pipeline. So positive replies, sent offers, canceling link calls booked, and of course not interested. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing, and the status. And here's a few things. So the follow-up cadence, we're going to implement the first follow-up in 48 hours. So if the conversation dies, follow up in 48 hours with a casual nudge to re-engage. Circle back to them. Let's say, hey, so-and-so. Let's just say, for me, for example, let's say I targeted him today. Let's say today is the 7th, I believe. And let's say it's been 48 hours. We're going to just say, hey, just circling back. Have you seen my message? That counts as a follow-up, okay? And then eventually you go down the pipeline until they respond back, have a positive reply. They watch and the Loom video you sent them, have a Calendly link and whatnot. Next, second reply is just non-intrusive. We're going to be actually targeting their stories. So if they posted any type of stories or whatnot, we're going to just respond with the heart likes, fire emoji, and clapping hands. This is very low key. They will notice a lot of the times that I actually For a lot of people, they have hidden, if you outreach for the first time and you're not following, or if they don't follow you, they may not be able to see your message. So even liking or commenting on their posts will actually notify them of the message that you potentially have. So one thing to note on. And then third follow-up, we're to have be more direct and casual. Would love to connect. I would probably recommend maybe sending a voice note, a meme, and then the fourth and fifth follow-ups, doing that, just continue maintain a balance between persistence and not being very salesy and pushy. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. But again, if you want this, it's going to be on this free resource. Just DM me. Step 5, how to handle no-shows and cancellations. So yeah, follow up with no-shows. Leads that miss or cancel book calls should be often re-engaged. If we use this right, if we use the system, we're able to filter actually. So we can go to the filters. Here, let me actually pull it up real quick. So let's say, well, let's say I booked a call. Actually, let's go to my main account real quick. That's not it. So what we can do is we can just filter, and then in the filters there's unread, unanswered. And if you want to follow with no-shows, usually they're in the call offered or booked call section. So what we're going to be doing is just going to where they're at. So call booked. And then right now I don't have anyone, but if let's say for instance, let's say this person booked a call. Okay. What's going to happen, and let's say I've messaged a lot of people and I'm not going to be scrolling to find who booked it, who didn't. What I'm going to do is just go to the filters and say booked, and then boom, there you go. Same thing with leads. You can go and filter out, let's say leads right here, lead, and then there you go. So there's my leads, and you can just follow up with them one by one. So that's how you do it. And yeah, just keep the leads if you're following up or had no shows, keep them in the call offered or call book stage until the call is completed. It just helps you pursue the lead until they're ready to engage, and then just track it on the lead tracker with each of the follow-ups. Okay? So that's the way to do it. Next is, like I've told you, engage with leads through stories. So not only DMing them, but go out of the bubble, message, comment on their posts, go through their stories, like it. What is that called? Like, just do things that other people are not doing. And this is how you're able to stand out. Offer value. So on top of that, not just tracking, you should be also creating content and posting valuable things on your stories, on posts, just over delivering on value for them to come to you so they can be nurtured. So that's another thing. Trust is very big. This will build trust and keep leads warm. And then, so the final stage is for conversion and retention. So once we close the deal, we're going to just move them to the paid section, and then we're going to close them off on the Google Sheet. Ongoing and relationship building. So after the sale, you know that we have to just continue to engage and deliver value to maintain strong relationships with our clients if you do want that nurturing system. So those are tips to do. On a final note, now, this is going to be the main thing in this presentation. On final note, the money is in the follow-ups, and most leads need about 3 to 5 follow-ups in order to be converted. So make sure that you are following up every single time. This tracking sheet that I'll give you, and also the CRM inside Instagram, you'll be able to find these types of leads as long as you are consistent in moving them in their direct and in their ideal places. Okay, label and tracking is critical. So I just said that it ensures that no lead fall through the cracks and increases the likelihood of conversion. And if you do these and you optimize your profile if you are creating valuable content, I can promise you that you will be getting and booking calls, and as long as they perceived you as an authority, then you will be closing deals and you will be making money. It only takes about 5 clients with $2,000 of a package to reach $10,000 a month. Only 5 clients with $2,000. So just let you know about that. If people like you, they listen. But if they trust you, they'll do business with you. Zig Ziglar. Now, lastly, the secret sauce. So if you're overwhelmed and just delegate the tracking follow-ups to a virtual assistant, a few hours, $3 an hour, and make sure that they're trained to follow the SLP and maintain just the lead tracking sheet accurately. And again, if that's also not the case and you don't want to do this on your own, let's say you're a busy entrepreneur and you would like help and you would like a completely done for you, fully automated IG outbound system, contact me on Instagram or click the link below, and with it, we'll be able to build one into your business 100% hands-free, and you can scale with more messages, and it would also personalize the DMs and consistently outreach and find your target audience each and every day. So if you are interested in that, connect with me on Instagram, Josh Hustle, click the link below, and we can get on a call and see how we could possibly help you with your business. And also, if you're just interested and curious on how to grow your business online, leave your credit card at home. I just want to help and provide as much value as possible for you. So if that is something that you're interested in, yeah, go ahead and just click the link below. Again, if you found value in this video about the hidden Instagram features that every entrepreneur should use, please like and subscribe, and I'm going to be posting more content consistently each and every day. So thank you for this, and peace.